majority of Sanok you can actually reach from basically the start off if you just want to show presence. So we'll see if there's some very clever teams that just decide, early on saying, you know what, we'll just wait until the end. We'll do reactive drop and see where everybody else goes. We already see EmForce, Rahina, Domination, Mutiny, all these teams already dropped off early. We'll see some contest in Kao and Tatmok. And it looks like
EmForce, I love the EmForce drop. I love it. I love this. If they get that circle, I don't want to say they get the win, but they're in a great position. So they go for that. They sort of put themselves in that. We're going to play a couple games of this over the next few days. At least one circle will favor us. Let's see what happens. But jumping
control over the central spots of the three islands.
It's a dominant hold up there on the north. We could see a fight between Diamond and Austrian Force here because they have plenty of time. They saw that circle come out. They know that, honestly, this position might not be terrible for them to hold for just a little while. So they are in the lobster. We know Austrian Force controls that. It is a tough shell to crack for the guys from Diamond if they want to come in and try to dig them out of there. That said, Diamond can just cross the road, grab the warehouses. Their loot is probably pretty good at this point. And if I'm them, you can just think about maybe locking up Cliffs. Relegats, though, we're going to jump over there as they get a knockdown. And I think the first kill of this match on Abdullah.
And Dogsters, he's hoping for the Western string here in the second server. Sophia fighting with Besiktas over on the east.
Not fighting, getting the knock and the kill. So we'll play by Sophia as he puts in.
Now they're pushing O on the foot. Eindeep has no idea. He's just running. Guns out. No guns out. He's gonna spot one.
Oh, there he is. Oh, he's like, oh guys, there's guys here. There's guys here. So Relegats with the man behind, the late looter, the loot goblin ends up paying off dividends as now the Relegats know someone is behind them. They're gonna try to find the drop on Snip. He doesn't take the fire. He's playing the sneaky role, telling his team where everyone is. They don't know he's there. They have no idea. He goes ahead and gets involved, starts the first blaze down, gets the knock, slides back behind the bridge. All of a sudden, the wheels are coming off. Snip goes, there's a man behind us as they try to take him off on the bridge. Luffy does do some return fire, but oh my gosh, Eindeep is just putting in the work, and Snip is cut off at the knees. They didn't take the first shot. They tried to play the stealth game, but nobody expects the loot goblin from the back. And Eindeep, whose team probably was giving him a hard time about, are you still looting over there?
That's literally
ends
me
up
coming
paying
in
off.
behind. Literally how I play, coming in as late. That paid off so well. It shouldn't have paid off, as you said. Like, they're probably yelling for him to come, but it paid off so well. 5 kills for them already in a pretty decent spot. Circle is west, and we have the rest of the teams that has not been eliminated yet on the eastern side. Tempest, though, in a big fight here with EmForce.
EmForce, the high ground, like high ground is an understatement, I guess, at this position right now, as I try to go around. Pixel trying to just lock up a spot, but really his disadvantage is absolutely ridiculous right now. If they have the grenades, there it is. The molly comes down, it'll burn him out. He can't be undercover anymore. He tries to run and takes a shot to the forehead, and that will be the end of Tempest. Kind of a lackluster performance. I expected more, but that comes down to the power of this position. EmForce landed here. They collapsed immediately onto the high ground, and now they are going to be ecstatic that they took that position.
Yeah, this is great for them. Obviously, next circle is going to go away from water, so they're going to be sitting very central, very pretty in this.
Jones takes the bones as DIA knocks him out. He thought he had the shot there, but it was a double push out the door. And
now they decide they're going to be sitting in a great spot for the late game. Meanwhile, Rahina Hegem starts with his domination team. They're already fighting on the north, taking some shots and knocks off each other. That is one going down. Horseman is down as well. We'll see some fights with that. Mies is ready with a nade. Nice nade coming in for that nice push here for the aggressive push.
Oh, baby. He goes and gets that rock. He's pushing forward. Nice play by Misi as he pushes up onto the ground here. There's nade and then push. Nade and then hide out here. You'll take the rain down from EmForce, but EmForce probably, I think they're looted, but I would guess they don't really have the ammunition to spend a ton of time pot shotting. They've got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they did kill a few of the Tempest guys, so they could maybe get some of the stuff from them. But we'll see how that goes. Digital Analytics decides to go into Camp Alpha and play that for now. That's also fair, honestly. Only one of the guys from EmForce is putting some pressure on them. That's fair, making them aware. And
my assumption, I would assume that Digital Athletics is a little light on utilities, because otherwise you would go to the high ground on the opposite side instead. So they made the justifiable choice to get themselves a little bit of extra action or gear in exchange for EmForce still holding the top of the hill. Domination team going straight up across the road. They don't even want to get caught in the palava of the city. They make it across without taking any shots. This is impressive. I'm surprised the Rahina didn't have eyes on that sooner.
Look at this northern shift as well. This could potentially not be, you know, the classical north, top of the hill kind of ending. We could have some of the endings around on the bottom side. DA is capitalizing on that immediately. Arena still needs to get in here. They have made a good rotation here. They could potentially make something work with this. Austrian Force is going to go out, though. Yeah.
So here's the thing. Mforce this is actually a perfect circle for Mforce because they can defend the back push against that blue. Once the blue closes, they only have to cover one side of the mountain. So that could really work in their favor. But they have to stop Smiley Face, who's coming up the hill right now. They're going to be looking to make a play on them. Meanwhile, we got always rank 1 tucked into the rocks, trying to do a little bit of defense from that right side. They don't have a lot of options here afterwards, though. They're going to have to move down across the land bridge and be very, very exposed to Mforce once they do so. So they're going to get sneaky and try to make that move, while I assume Mforce will be fighting Smiley Face.
He's going to try to get that rest off as well. Yeah. Oh, Johnsky. Oh, right. He starts losing to Sakura, and Noki is down. No. That is from a long distance as well, with a kind of neat headshot from Kizuka. Well played by that. Sinister is fighting off with the yellow for the win here. Ooh, this is an interesting fight. Smiley Face and Mforce.
So we do Mforce having play. We've been defending against Smiley Face. Smiley Face made a hard push up the ravine. He goes for the trade, but he does have a man behind him. He's going to go ahead and get that flush. Smiley Face will be eliminated. Mforce did take a loss. One man down during that push, but to be honest, I feel like the server needed Mforce to lose a little more than that right here. Mforce at 9 kills and a pole position. Because remember, north of that little temple, they can still control that area relatively easily as long as they continue to defend their south flank. Jump over to Relegats as they're hiding in the bushes. Besiktas right up on top of them, causing a lot of trouble as they are spread out. They have 3 teams all in close proximity here, but outside the blue. Next, gonna go ahead and have some utility out there, get himself a little bit of cover. Besiktas playing deep inside of the blue, but they got to go uphill to 16 plus.
Coming in as well. Ooh, nice shots coming in from that as well. They need to reposition now. They're trying to get into a better spot. Sinister still holding the high ground of this, trying to reap the benefits of these teams fighting, but I don't think it's going to mean too much. We have a lot of fights going on. Mutiny as well on the eastern side, fighting Team Diamond. Mamik is going to lose his life, and the circle is closing fast.
This is the first day we've gotten to see the icons for the teams. 16 plus is hilarious.
Yeah, that's good.
Well played, Nulp. All right, so Mforce moving along the line right in front of the blue. He's got the high ground. That's why this is such an amazing area to be in. Here's from below, and this should be easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Relegats gets relegated, I suppose, as Mforce is just playing this high ground exactly the way that it was meant to be played. And the next circle is not that far out of their position to play. So they got a good follow-up. They're in a good spot. It's going to lock up behind them. This is, I mean, I don't want to say that they should win this outright, but it definitely is their game.
Definitely. We'll see how much NALP they manage to get into this circle. But there's going to be a lot of fights going on in the north. And I think, as you said, gatekeeping on the south, making sure everybody in the blue is dead, as Sinister just did, could really be beneficial for them. But we do have a few teams on both sides of them, so they could potentially eat up as the meat, like they end up as the meat in a sandwich, and you don't want to be the meat in a sandwich in PUBG.
You don't want to be the meat in the sandwich, or anywhere really. I just would not want to be in the middle of that. Here we go. Digital Athletics came in on the left side, and honestly, we saw that Mforce didn't put a lot of resources into taking them out in alpha. Part of that is they are now essentially playing defense to a certain extent as they lock up that left side and cause a lot of trouble for the teams trying to come out of Hotten. Mutiny is obliterated there as they are knocked out in 8th place. It jumps over to Digital Athletics, who is causing a whole lot of trouble for Rahina as they try to get themselves in. They do get the turnaround, but there's still 3 up for DA, and Smash is eliminated. Rahina's down to 2. Looks like DA lost another. Metralius is going to go down, so Huth has got to reload that gun as he tries to push forward. Playing aggressive, switches to the M4, looking to get a nice play on Misi. Tosses the grenade underhanded over the top of the rock and should follow immediately with the bullets, but he goes down. Too easy for Misi. This guy, I tell you what a player.
What a player, what a gamer. Lul is the last player for Digital Athletics. 7 teams left alive. We'll see if he can do any magic here. Mies is the other guy on the other end of the stick here. 52 HP only. Does have some meds, though. I'm not sure why he's not healing up. He's definitely going to lose that fight if he's in an open engagement with that. We'll see how that's going to end.
A circle is going to shrink away. Mforce, we got 5 kills there as they knock out. And not knock out, but they put a serious hurt on No Age Limit. Please, Rahina going to go ahead and get that drink. Misi trying to make his play up on top right away, but it's a good mutual bond. Eventually, you're going to get the dividends. Team Diamond eliminated in 7th place as the fight down below continues. Mforce just locks up. Look at this. Look at that. They're locking up all.
I really like this whole here from them. Super aggro. They know that nothing is behind them. They're literally gatekeeping. The rest of the circle. Misa taking down Joneski. Trying to connecting the spray though. Krisuga does not miss those. Well played by him.
You know, he had nowhere to go. Misa had nowhere to go. He had no cover. He just had to stand there and try to man mode the hole. Dom loses 1 in the process. I don't know if they have time to go for the res with the blue closing in. Rafa knows exactly where they are because of that. So he can hold and control. Domination team is eliminated as Swedish from the opposite side is able to get the pop and knocks him down. Now, they know no one else is coming up that ravine. They saw the blue close. They know where the damage is. They can refocus their targeting on the only other access point available. Sinister holding it down. He knows that No Age Limit is below them. He's calling it out to his team, and you can see the dramatic shift as Mforce comes around. Nice underhanded toss. Going to cause a little bit of an alarm down below. No kill, but definitely tells him, all right, we know where you are. We know exactly where you are. We can hear you. And it looks like Cappy's just going to try to say, okay, maybe I'll get you in the peak.
I think they might be able to do some work here with that. Oh, more nades coming out. On the other side, though, always rank 1 is actually having a kind of an open run here. They can maybe make something happen, though. Rafa is going to find both of those. Doesn't really matter when I said that.
15K club, baby.
That's insane, dude. Absolutely mad, lads. We'll see if Yemen and Kabi can do something here, though.
Only 2 men left, and they are in the low ground. They know exactly where their opponents are right now. They've eliminated over the third of the server, essentially, or a quarter of the server with
Rafa.
15 kills. Moving on down. Swedish inside of the kill zone.
Ooh. 17 kills, Toffee.
17 kills. This feels like an open qualifier round with that kind